What's happening, Xogos Nation? This is Zach Edwards with another episode of the Game On series. This is where we tell you everything about Xogos, the games, the programs, the classes, and all the different functions. Last time we went over the banking system. Today we're going over another game. This is actually one of my favorite games. This is called Lightning Round. And it's not just a favorite game because it's fun. It is fun, but my favorite game because of what it actually does. When I went through school, I had test anxiety. And I didn't have any kind of help when it came to tests. I just bared with it, and I did it. I went through it, and I got through it, and I got mostly B's, some A's, one C. So I was a fairly good student, but then we created this. This is what we call stealth testing. It's you're taking a test without even knowing you're taking a test. How sweet is that? Like you're actually playing games and taking tests at the exact same time. So let's get into this. So we got Lightning Round. Pops up, it's going to verify it's you, and look at that. I'm going to be either Team Tesla or Team Edison. So I like Tesla. I'm going to come down here. I can play solo games, which give me points, and those points can convert into coin. Or I could play a 1v1 game, so 1 versus 1. I don't have anyone to play with. I could actually join with a code, or like use a coin or generate a coin or a code that gets me into someone else's game so I can play against them. Or team battles is where you can have multiple people come on the same time. So we're going to hold off these ones for later because we don't have anyone to play against. But we will play a solo round, and then I'm going to show you whose turn is it. So solo challenge. Okay, for the solo challenge, I'm pretty good, but I'm not always the best. So I'm going to go intermediate. I don't want to go to advanced. Let's try science. How well do you know your body, or biology, or the environment? Such. Let's find out. Let's see. Let's say try biology. Let's see how good I am. Okay, ready to play? Yes, start the game. 3, 2, 1. It's time. So there you go. What is the main function of red blood cells? Is it carry oxygen, clot blood, produce hormones, or fight disease? Red blood cells. I know white blood cells fight things. Carry oxygen. Sweet. Nice. Okay. Next, which vitamin is produced when skin is exposed to sunlight? This is a really cool one because you can take pills that give you this, or you go out into the sun and you get this. It's called vitamin D. Now, how they actually make it so that it's actually produced by a pill when it's usually produced by skin and the sun on the skin, I don't know. That's the part of biology I guess I need to know. I need to look up. Which system in your body is responsible for breaking down food? Respiratory? No, that's hair. Circulation? No, that's bloodstream. Nervous system? No, that's feeling pain around my body or other sensations. That would be the digestive system. Okay. So yeah, I got these pretty much down. Just so you know, they do get a little harder as you go. Okay, so which type of blood vessels carry blood away from the heart? Okay, so arteries are redder, so they would not be that, because red means that they've touched oxygen. Your blood is actually blue. Lymph vessels? I don't think so. Capillaries? Those would be in your eyes, I think. Let's try veins. Oh no, it is arteries. Oh, I had the opposite. I had the wrong direction. I should know that. That's actually true, because some of you might know, I've had 3 open heart surgeries. I've also had what's called balloon angioplasties, which is where they send a tube up your artery into your heart and actually blow up a balloon inside your heart around where your valve is to expand your valve. I can actually say it's not painful, it's just very discomforting because I was awake. They didn't know it. My nurse anesthetist was supposed to be putting me down, and they didn't put me down hard enough or long enough, and I woke up during the operation. Okay, maybe too much information. Okay, but my artery went straight up to my heart. I thought it was the opposite direction, though. Yeah, I should be paying more attention when I go to the doctors. Okay, which organ produces insulin? Okay, liver, no. Kidney, no. Pancreas, spleen. Pancreas. Yes! Okay, that was a total guess because I'm like, Argh. Okay, which blood cell helps fight infections? Okay, we already did this. This red does the oxygen. White blood cells, platelets, or plasma. White platelets fight different things. So you have your white blood cells when you get cut, I'm going to say white blood cells. Yes. Okay. Fight infection, your cuts. I mean, they're trying to kill the infection that might be coming into your bloodstream. Okay, what is the largest bone in your human body? Is it the skull? Is it the spine? Now, spine's made up of many bones, so it's definitely not that. Femur. That's a pretty big one. Skull's a big one too. Ooh, the humerus. I think that's actually quite small. Okay, femur or skull. It's the longest, largest, longest, largest. I don't know. Where's my cheats? Where are my cheats? I didn't buy any cheats. I needed to buy cheats. They actually do like 50-50 and things like that. Let's go with femur. Sweet. Okay, I want to know how the skull's not the biggest one. Maybe it's not the longest one, but it has the most surface, I'm guessing. Okay. Which part of the brain controls balance and coordination? Oh, okay. Cerebral? Or sorry, cerebrum, cerebellum, brain stem, hypothalamus. Hypothalamus. Oh, that sounds right, but at the same time, so does cerebellum. I'm going to say cerebellum. Boom! Check that out. Sweet. Okay. Last question, 9 out of 10. So we might have one more afterwards. What is the term for organisms that make their own food? Ooh. Ooh. Okay, consumers, would they make their own food or would they be digesting their own food? Then there's the decomposers, which decompose other vessels. Producers. Well, you'd think that would be producer. An organism that makes their own food. Produces. Or a predator. That'd be eating someone else's food. So it's either consumer, which eats the food, or producer, which produces the food. Let's see. Producer? Done deal. Yeah, yeah. So this is all the process of elimination. If you don't know it right away, you go by elimination. Okay. Which part of the cell contains genetic information? You have the cytoplasma. You have the nucleus. You have the membrane. You have the ribosome. This is going to be a total guess because I haven't done this in a long time. Okay, which part of the cell contains genetic information? Cytoplasma, nucleus, membrane, ribosome. Okay, I know that the nucleus is in the middle of the cell. The membrane is on the outside of the cell, most likely not holding everything. Cytoplasma is the material inside, and the ribosome, I don't know what that one is. I don't know. Okay, let's just say nucleus because it's the middle. Ha! Yeah, baby. Okay, look at that. 9 out of 10. That's pretty darn good. That's still an A. I just got an A on my test. There you go. Now, when I said this is like a stealth test, this is trivia. This is just regular trivia. There's no test to this part. Check this out. Whoops. No, let me go home. Yeah. So, down here, if you were a teacher, this is your teacher's questions. You enter the teacher's questions, and you can actually get their test before you take the test. They also could have not a practice test, but a full test on here. So you put in your question, and you're doing basically the same thing. You're having fun doing it. You can even compete against your other classmates with these questions. How sweet is that? Boom. So if you want to be a team member, play a team game. Your teacher puts in all the questions for the team game. You answer them, and then all of a sudden, some of those questions are in the test. What you going to do? You're going to ace that test, right? That's right. Because you have an emotional attachment to the information that's being produced in here. You can't get any better than that. You're going to like rock every single test that comes your way. Now, your teacher actually has to set up the questions. There's a library of questions for her or him. But they can also add their own questions, and they can even download a CSV, which is an Excel spreadsheet, and the questions would be on there automatically, and it gives them a template and everything. At some point, maybe I'll do a video like this for the teacher so they can actually see how it's produced. The last one is, whose turn is it? And I'm already at my 10 minutes, so, oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot you have to have a team. Host a game. 1v1. Whose turn is it? Yep. Because we're going to have different games in here. Create game. Trenton. I can't start the game without the other person. Okay, I'll show you this as soon as I have a second person to play against. Thanks so much for joining us. We will catch you next time. Take care, y'all. Bye.